Hey, how's it going, YouTube? So I just made a video about the iTunes 12.1 widget, which is right here. Check out the video. Anyways, what I wanted to do is I actually use ScreenFlow for some sort of editing, not all the time because I do use Final Cut, so I was going to do some Final Cut tutorials as well. But just to show you guys kind of a rough average of what you can actually do with ScreenFlow, it's a very useful tool. And for video editing on the fly, or even just quick YouTube videos like what I do and stuff like that, sometimes it actually meets most, if not all, the needs that I would, look into a video editing. And then I would, of course, ask it to, output in something like the pro resolutions and then use compressor to compress it before I send it off to YouTube or whatever as a prefab. But anyway, so before I, talk too much here, I just kind of want to edit this video and get it ready for YouTube, and gonna let you guys watch me use ScreenFlow, so you can pause it at any time or rewind or see what I'm doing. I'm gonna play with a couple things. Normally I wouldn't really mess with this video too much here. I actually went and put in a cut here, so this was the very first area that I wanted to cut out because it was just me, sitting around doing nothing. So I can actually like undo here, so you guys can see like the very beginning of this video here. It's just me, just sitting there, and then I start talking. So what I can do is like pinch, and you can zoom into your timeline here, and you can go into and select that area. Now, if you scroll all the way down, you just grab this little bar right here, and you can just hit it, which will cut both. It'll actually cut all of them. So if you have like 4 or 5, sometimes I'll add other videos into this, like using a DSLR camera, like I have one over here, or something like that. So, and if I wanted to delete it, I could just simply select them and use the delete key. Now I can also drag these back so that they're in sync again. And then I'm also going to do the same thing at the very end of my video because, I'm just sitting around here shutting off ScreenFlow, and that's not something that I would like in a production video. So I'm going to also delete these too. Now, a few other things. I noticed that we're looking at the widgets here, and my stupid face is sitting right there. So I'm just going to put it somewhere where it's not going to very much matter. One of the things is people will get very bored of your videos really quick, or they won't be very informative if they're focused more on you than what you're trying to actually teach them. So one thing that I like to do is I like to keep myself in the videos because the personal aspect of it is great. I mean, it makes you feel like instead of having to read some kid typing it in on a notepad, there's somebody there talking to you, and that's, kind of gives you that personal feel that, yeah, I can do this myself. And so leaving that in is actually a great thing. I recommend it in a lot of tutorials, but one thing I do see is people doing stuff like this. I mean, yeah, hi, it's me, but the information that we're looking for here is basically in iTunes, so we don't need a big Chad. He's can go off in the corner. So now, as you can see, you can grab each one of these and you'll highlight their timelines, and so as I was talking there, I was readjusting, and so that is how I would change a video if I wanted to grab it. I'll always have my canvas. The canvas is what it was recorded in, so it's the 720p, and what I mean by canvas is this black square here. So I could adjust this video. Maybe I want to give my viewers the ultimate view, so I want to put this sort of shrunken up a little bit in the middle. Now I'm still overlapping, which is okay because I have another idea. So you can either choose into cropping, or I could do an offset, which is kind of a neat thing as well. I could actually twist and turn the video. So why isn't it doing it? Oh, I hit the wrong one. Look at that. So I'm actually looking for my offsets, which are right here. So you can see now I can spin the video, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an offset of 35 degrees, and I'm going to shrink it up into these corners here. Now, you don't have to do something like this. I'm just showing you guys, like, this is kind of a neat way to get the entire image of what you were looking to present to people in sort of one way. So it's far away here, but let's like bring it back up. And even still, we can go into a view, and I can enter into a preview mode, which will now give me the full entire view. So this is what my YouTube subscribers are going to see. So this is like, it's a pretty advanced tool for something as, simple as that. You can really get a lot out of this. And like, hey, I don't know how productive this might be, but just to show you guys, it's actually pretty cool. So I'm gonna turn my volume down so that it doesn't overtalk me. And we're going to play it a little bit here, and I kind of want to see the general reaction that I would get out of it. So for me, it's a little too far off. I don't really like being that far in, and I would probably put it at like, even something like that. And then what I'm going to do with myself here is I'm going to go a little more see-through. So I've decided to place myself here because I look at the screen and I can see the least amount of information that would be useful is in this sort of general area. And now you guys can really see, like, I've blown this up a lot more. So play, tweak, there you go. So that's something I like a lot more. Now I can insert a little bit of a title here, and I wouldn't have normally done this much for this video, but I wanted to kind of go through most of the things you can do. Another thing that I do with desktop recordings is masking, which you can use as these annotations. And basically what it does is it creates, and you can make sure that the timeline is the exact amount of the duration. So make sure this is dragged here. Anyways, if you go back, you can basically choose what you'd like to create. So if you'd like to create a hollow square, or do you see what I mean? So you could actually do like selections. So this could kind of like this area you want to focus on, or maybe you want to black out. Now this is what I meant, is I can actually black out a portion of my image, changing the color. So let's say I have a bunch of stuff on my desktop and I'm doing like a screen capture. Instead of going through and cleaning up my desktop or moving a bunch of crap around so I can do the video, I just block it out. There's certain little things like that that you can do without it going into Final Cut and stuff. It's pretty nice just to be able to actually be able to do this here. Now, both of these I don't need. Another thing you can do is insert text, which will be the next thing I'll show you. So again, it's pretty simple just to find these top toolkits here. I should probably go through all of them. This is video, this is your audio, those are dogs. This is your screen recording. So you can actually set the pointer. So if like we were on here, you can actually see. So I could pointer zoom. I could choose the occupancy. If I wanted to show the keystrokes, I could show keystrokes. I wish the dogs would stop. Callouts. So callouts are another thing that you can do, kind of like a hand or highlight your or cursor or something like that. And then same with the touch callouts, but that's getting into a little bit more. I just really want to do more of a simple tutorial for this. So I've already got my text here. Look at that, I moved that guy around. You can always select in this timeline, but oh boy, there we go. And so now I can just move this around. I can size it to what I want. I don't want a backdrop on it for one. And I'm just going to call this my iTunes 12 review. I'm going to spell it right. So it's a 12.1 review. Now I can select all. So used to Windows. Okay, so I can select all, and I can go in here and I can also change the size of it, which I'm going to have to adjust because I'm going to want it to fit so you guys can see it, but not enough where it's actually interrupting or covering up my image. So got it to about the size I would want, and now I'm going to plop it right up there. So, I mean, it's not like the best, most professional video, and yeah, of course you could do a lot more with like Final Cut or Adobe Edition and stuff like that, but this is just, what did it take me, like 4 minutes, throw together my review. It's a great way for me to share some of the new features and stuff that's coming out on the Mac and be able to do it effectively and quick. So I mean, for the most part, this video probably won't get 100,000 views or anything like that, but it's what it does for my channel that matters. So just having the higher quality, the nicer done videos just kind of gives the channel a better feel and effect, and will hold your viewers a lot longer. So it's just something to consider. I mean, I really do like this. I find that it works pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with it. So ScreenFlow. This is kind of a tutorial on how I do my own videos. So let me know how you guys do your videos. I really hate how this is sitting. I'm going to set it like that because that's where I am, and it bugs me. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I will render this just as I go to finish this, so if you wanted to export it, make sure you go in. Now it looks like I've set this for something else. 265 at 60 frames. So it looks like I had this customized, but normally what I would do is my ProRes with Alpha. I'll export this now just to my desktop, which we'll name the iTunes 12 review. And so with this, then I'm going to put it through compressor, which is kind of another story. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, subscribe. Definitely pick up ScreenFlow if you wanted to kind of get started in the YouTube or even just recording for tutorials and stuff like that. It's a great tool. So thanks for watching. Cheers.